All right. How is everyone doing? I've decided to share my finishing touches to one of the pieces that I completed this month. One of my favorites, and it's right here. It is called Blockchain Gang, and obviously it is talking about cryptocurrency, actually blockchain, not just cryptocurrency, but how crypto is, it's going to basically fuel the blockchain, which is going to be very revealed as very necessary as AI and quantum, all this start converging. We're going to need that blockchain. So this talks about the blockchain, and this is Blockchain Gang. And the reason I'm starting with this part is I was finished, and then I basically had him like this, and I was going to keep it like that, but they turned into more of blocks that are building blocks, which is what each one of these are, the block heads working together. They meaning basically that not like the human prisoners of the chain gang who got tired and didn't want to do the job. Blockchain actually thrives on working and doing repetitive manual labor. So just an interesting piece that came together, and I'm going to show you how, and this is how, the reason I want to show you this too, the way I draw is this. So I know a lot of people don't want to look at pixels, and while I'm drawing, I have to see it mostly like this because of my eyesight. I have no central vision. So even though it ends up like this whole piece, I'm actually drawing way down in here and using the kind of like flow to create every line, every piece that you see. And that's why it takes a while to complete these. But what's cool is I'm able to zoom way in, even though it gets pixelated and nasty. I'm okay, I'm used to that. It's kind of part of the fun because I can see it being built really close up. And then when it gets to this size, I'll take you over to the Photoshop file. So let me get this out of the way. Oh. Now you'll see this file right here. It's what was on the iPad, and then I come in here after I take it onto the computer, and I zoom way in, and I clean up everything I can, and if there's any blemishes or whatever, and then I'll put it next to the next two pieces, and I'll make sure that the edges actually, make sure the edges go all the way to the next piece, like exactly. So I butt them up next to each other, and then once I have the final piece, which is this guy, I'll bring him into, here we go, this big area. So each piece is connected here, and the pieces go in different places, and you'll see as we go, it tells the story. So I start with the Photoshop file. As you can see, this is all, none of this has been created yet, but you'll see the edge of where everything is being created and how they interact together. So actually, this part right here is going to be, slide right into there. So I slide it into here, and then it should click into place based on where the other pieces were. And Oh, I see the line, and click. And then, as you see, this is where I had to come in and make sure everything was lined up. Oh. But if you see it, it'll click into place where I had it perfectly before. And that is what became of this right here. So you see there's big difference. I'll take it from Photoshop just using my mouse and kind of feeling what the flow is telling me, and then I take it out into my iPad and I create it over the month. So I finished those two themselves. So quite a big difference. And what's cool is it tells me what it is as we go. So, this is going into climate change, and talking a lot about the destruction here and how we're dealing with it. And then out of these ashes right here, clouds will always represent ideas. So they're passing up this idea up the chain. And finally, I was wondering when the blockchain would come in to the storyline, and it is finally here. So actually, let me, I can close this guy. See ya. And so yeah, now we see how the blockchain is coming up from just an idea into something that's much bigger, and it's growing and it's growing. And these guys are really getting attached to it and actually being connected now. That's what these the ropes represent. So, and then obviously these blocks are coming out and creating bigger blocks stacking up. So that gets us into what's coming next. See, this is just ideas that I have to take out and then create on the iPad separately. So you'll see the big difference between how deep you can dig in here. And this size right here, I had to condense them way down because otherwise this piece right here is huge. It's the size of a building. So that's why each piece is done separately. And then if you see, as it grows, this is where it is right now. And there's it blurred. So all these pieces, just like this piece, if we take it out, it was right there, and then bam. So what I'll do is the next month I'll cut out another section. This one was actually created this month as well. So it started out like that. So this is the other piece. It's called Uncommon Sense. It's a great write-up on this one. So I've already gotten that written up and put on the website. I will be launching these, I guess, or dropping them. Is that the new term? I'll be dropping these today. I just got to do some cleanup. So what I'm going to do is I take it to the where I've written about it. So this one's the Blockchain Gang, and it's all written and ready to go. This one is the Uncommon Sense, and it's quite a long one, this one, but I had some ranting and raving to do. But how I do this is I go into my portfolio on my WordPress site, and then what you'll be able to see is the finished piece, which will go on the wall here, and then you'll be able to go and explore all in here. So each one that's completed, when it's done, it will have it has a story to it. So if you click on it, and here's the story for this one. So you got the story and the piece, and then you can go through each one. It says what they're connected to. So Outbreed was grown from Eclipse and Stink Bomb. So Stink Bomb, you can click on Stink Bomb, and it tells you about this piece right here. Some of them are, I've been trying to get them shorter. Sometimes I write a little too much, like I think Oasis. It wasn't too much, but so most of them are about 3 paragraphs, and talk about what that message is from each of the pieces. So that's the process. So my next step is to come in here and make these available to be seen on here, and then I will shoot it out to everybody through the email address, the emailer, and all that stuff. But just want to go through the process to show how, first of all, how I'm building it piece by piece, so 2 pieces each month, but also how I can actually draw with really fine detail with no central vision. I just I zoom in, I work on it on my iPad, and it just keeps growing. And the story is pretty crazy. It goes with what we're doing, what's going on right now, and what's happening up here is different than down here, but everything's converging. And we've got the pink is representing this global brain that is basically attaching itself to everything, including the green, which is, as you see, becoming less and less prominent right here. But I believe if you look into the future, it's becoming more prominent, which is good, because that means we're doing well with the environment. That's what the green represents. And you'll see, like I said, a lot of the smoke. It's all coming together. Everything mixes together. You got your starts with the psychedelics and opening our mind. Way over here with the not even this mushroom. Way over here with the with these guys, and the vivid awakening, and then generation or the generator, and it goes into kind of a good enlightenment, and then into the pandemic, which has really caused a lot of havoc. That's what's all this craziness over here. You can see each one, each meaning when you click through them, but a lot of craziness with the pandemic that started at the end of chapter 2 going into chapter 3. And now this is when we're really getting attacked by the global brain. We're entering this new realm, and everything from Zuckerberg. I was talking about him entering the metaverse way over here at the end of last year. So now that's starting to come true, and we're seeing it all come together right here. This is it's concerning. This whole area is about conspiracy theories and all that, poisoning our minds, and it looks like it's gonna get better. If I turn off this black area, you see the purple represents enlightenment, and it looks like we're crashing through this stuff, but if you see, it's regenerating back and only getting stronger. You'll read that in the message for this one that just launched, or I'm dropping today, which is called Uncommon Sense. So, whoops. So we're getting into this. Light blue is actually more of the metaverse where we're moving into. It looks like nice and blue and calm, which it is, but this is our new realm, and everything's kind of coming together right now in a big tidal wave of mess. But each piece is influenced by what's going on right now today, each month. So far so good, but it looks like even that we're blowing up the the whistleblower for Facebook. That happens all the time, and then we get angry, and then we kind of get back to our normal ways. And this is kind of what it's showing. It's the global brain is actually, she's coming back together. She's regenerating even stronger. And it looks like it's going to happen again here, maybe towards the end of this month. Or, I'm sorry, toward the end of this, I'd say beginning of next year. It's going to show something here, a breaking, and another breaking here. With some trees, which is good, because that's always about growth. So a lot of different things to unpack here, but looks like we're on a crash course into some serious, I don't want to say trouble, but there's going to be a lot of change happening right here as we not only deal with exponential growth and moving into a more digitalized society, but also dealing with climate change and all that. So, big tidal wave. This is, like I said, half of it's chapter 2 on the left, and chapter 3 is what we're on the right. And as you see, that's as far as we are in chapter 3. So we got a few more years to go, and looks like there's going to be a lot of turmoil. So stay tuned, and look for the 2 to drop today, which is Blockchain Gang, and the other one up there was Uncommon Sense. So a lot of fun to do this month, and keep your eye on blockchain. Things are a little weird today, like every day, but a lot of them are down. But Shiba is up, which is even a smaller value than Dogecoin, but people place the value on it as they want. So I actually bought some just to play around with, and I'm actually I'm doing well with them, and actually most of the other ones. So anyway, good to look into and at least play around with too, because it's all new. We're in a new industry, and it's going to be an interesting time. I can't see what's happening here in the future. I usually can look a little higher up or farther out, but it looks like these blocks are going to be growing, so it might even go into a lot into this way. So we'll see. A lot of cool stuff happening over there. I can't wait to see what happens. So, all right. Thanks for listening, and I think I just will talk to you guys soon.